Good afternoon and aloha. My name is Dr. Barry Nutter. I'm a chiropractor in Honolulu and I practice Rolfing and biological medicine as well. Today I'm going to share with you some stories about the beam ray, the Royal Raymond Rife technology that was originally used to cure 16 terminally ill cancer patients. Today I'm going to read you a couple of lab reports. This one letter is from a Dr. Barkas, who is a doctor on the advisory board for the Beam Ray Company. And he starts out, "First of all, thanks. I've been treating a patient with your machine and have noted exciting results. My sister-in-law was diagnosed with Leiomyosarcoma about 4 years ago. This is a rapidly progressive carcinoma that usually starts out in the smooth muscle of the uterus or small intestine. This particular cancer has a very bad prognosis with a near 0 5-year survival rate, especially if it has metastasized. She has had 4 operations since then, including removal of the uterus and partial removal of the intestinal fat pad. She was stable for about a year on tamoxifen and Megace, but last October, 6 tumors 3 millimeter in size were found in her lungs and on a surveillance CAT scan. At this time, her doctor did not know what to do, so he ordered a repeat CAT scan 8 weeks later to see if they grew. It began exposing her to the general cancer protocols established on your machine, Monday through Saturday protocols, twice a day for 6 days a week. After 6 weeks, there were only 2 detectable tumors on the CAT scan, each now only a third of its original size. She remained on this protocol for a total of 16 weeks, and the last CAT scan does not show any evidence of tumor. We are still waiting to see what the doctor will say. He still doesn't know about her Rife exposures. She will continue to get CAT scans every 2 months for the next year. Hopefully she will stay tumor-free and in good health. Nevertheless, I am documenting her case for mine and your records." That's from a Dr. Barkas. Okay, now I'm going to go to another study. This is from a patient that we'll designate by the initials HWK. It was mid-March. I was misdiagnosed with a staph infection because of lumps rising on my skin. After about a month and a half of treatment with antibiotics, a tissue sample was sent to the pathologist. In the meantime, the lumps were spreading and growing in size with a lot of pain. The pathology report came back as cutaneous T-cell lymphoma, high-grade, aggressive. By this time, I was swelling up all over and experienced a lot of pain and could hardly breathe. I ordered my beam ray machine. I was feeling so bad I had to go in the hospital for 8 days. The hospital was able to stop the pain and reduce the swelling. When I got out of the hospital, my beam ray machine was waiting for me, but I was so weak, it was 5 days before I got my beam ray working. In the 5 days out of the hospital, the lumps were beginning to grow and cause pain. With the first treatment of the beam ray, I could feel it was working on the lymphoma. Within 2 weeks, the lumps were almost gone. After 32 treatments, I had another CT scan and a PET scan, and the results, they found no evidence of lymphoma at all, much to the amazement of my oncologist. Thank you, Beam Ray, HWK. So these are interesting testimonials. Some of these have lab reports, some of them don't. But these are real people with a real disease and a real healing that's taken place. Okay, this is a one that's from a patient. The last name is Martin. "Good morning. I just want to tell you of the miracle of my dad's recovery from a cancer called small cell. He was diagnosed Thanksgiving Day with the cancer and was not given much of a chance for survival. We purchased the Beam Ray Light and he did as the instructions said, and when he went for his blood test and chemotherapy, which was in February 2003, the doctors were dumbfounded to find no trace of cancer. The news was so overwhelming that it's still hard to believe. I think the power of prayer and the use of your product truly is a miracle. please pass this on to others so they can realize the power of your machine. Thank you very much. E. Martin.